Hey all, this is Rise from SC2GG.com, and today I'm going to do another first-person video commentary. I got a lot of positive feedback from the last one I did, so hopefully I can do this one justice. This one is with UpMagic, and it's another one of the Battle.net attacks. And this is where a pro player basically goes and he plays random kids on StarCraft, on Brood War. And he just goes on Battle.net and joins any game he wants, and that's what he plays. I should mention, though, that he's playing against Koreans generally, who tend to be, on average, higher skill level than probably any of the listeners who are watching this video. No offense to anyone, but they're really like on their own separate level. If you want to know what I mean, join a Korean game on the Korean server, like a 1 versus 1 match, and see how you do. You could win, I guess, but good luck. I mean, these kids are all ridiculous. They probably average 258 PM, for the average player on the Korean servers. But enough of that. Before I really start commentating the game, I know there's stuff that's going on now, but nothing that I can't explain. Another game. I'm going to do a chain of games, actually. I'm going to try to do the entire episode of Battle.net attacks and commentate every single one. If I lose my voice before then, I may stop early. We shall see. But before I actually get into the video, I wanted to make a couple shout-outs because this is something I never remember to do. And so yeah, I want to do it because I get shout-outs from people from time to time, and it's great to hear it, and I want to give out some of my own to people I appreciate listening to. So let's start off with Bezzy. Bezzy is basically the source for everyone's StarCraft videos, for every commentator, for every for every commentator, not other people who do their own first-person videos, but basically anyone who's doing commentaries are getting their videos from Bezzy. He's a Korean dude who records the videos, or I don't know how he actually gets them. Maybe he rips them somehow, and he uploads them. He uploads them to a variety of people, and most notably John747, which is his YouTube account, as well as I think Bezzy is also a YouTube account, and that's where we all get them from. We get them from this guy Bezzy. So without him, I couldn't be doing this right now. So thank you, Bezzy. You don't even know who I am, but thanks anyway. Alright, that's one. Next, Moletrap. He's the first commentator I ever started watching, and he's actually the one who got me into this, not through talking with him or anything, just from watching him. I decided that, hey, I think I can do that, and without actually watching him, though, I never would have thought of it. So check him out. You probably 99% of the subscribers I have are already subscribed to him, but just keep checking him out if you're not already. I think 2 more I got for you guys. Diggity. Diggity is probably the second commentator I started watching. He's probably one of the 3 originals that everybody seems to watch, but he was always a favorite of mine to watch. I really enjoy his commentary style. It's more of even if it's not analytical, it is, but even if it wasn't, he gives it the analytical feeling by the way that he talks and stuff, so that's cool. And lastly, for now, I'll do some more later, so I get into the game. Greth SC is the other guy. He does a lot for SC2GG.com. He does a lot of replay commentary and live game commentary. He's just a funny bastard from Europe who I really enjoy listening to. And he's one of the newer commentators, but very worth listening to. I recommend checking him out if you haven't already. That's Greth SC, and that's his YouTube account. So, alright, on to the match. Sorry that took so long, but something I never do, and I really wanted to get some out of that. So again, yeah, this is UpMagic. UpMagic isn't too loud of a guy compared to some of the other guys that I've watched do these matches. And right now, he's still in his early macro phase. He's just getting his initial base up and running. He's putting down his first factory. He's scouting out. He's killing off the scout. And we see him go into starport. And actually, he's going dual starport. So he's going to be going wraiths. And again, he knows that he's the pro. He's probably got the skill level advantage, and he can go some riskier strategies. I'd say double starport generally is a riskier strategy, but with some quality micro, he'll be able to handle it. He's just got a couple Marines out front. He's probably going to get a couple of tanks out to really defend well, because, I mean, if a tank comes up at him, he's not going to be able to do much. He's really going to have to get some tanks. And he's actually, I think that he doesn't seem to me to be as fast as some of the other pros that I've watched, at least in the beginning stages. I mean, he ramps up when he has to, but I've been watching a lot of these, and some pros are really quick. Washington, for instance, is ridiculously quick. I mean, I have a hard time keeping up with him. But he's still, you don't have to have 1,000 APM to be effective with it. Like, you can have probably 200 if they're all, relatively smart clicks. They're probably as good as someone who's just, who's got 400 APM just because he wants to have that high APM. APM isn't that important. It is important to an extent once you get to a certain level, but for most average StarCraft players, it's not quite so important. Generally, the higher APM the player, the better chance they have to win. The more likely they are to win, but again, it's not always definite. So now he's getting pushed up on, but he's got the ramp advantage, so they have a missed chance on shooting a lot of the units that he has. And now he's going to show his race that he's going to take out the Vulture and tank. He loses his own Vulture, but another tank is coming out already, so he's going to be fine. Again, always look at the bottom middle, and you can see that he's constantly cycling through his hotkeys. So you see he's got his factory, his starports, his command center, all of them are hotkeys now, as well as his units. So he can get back to where he needs to go as quick as or he doesn't have to go back to continue to produce units. Now he's going to do some harassment with those raids, and Red, whoever he is, the random Korean, has had time to kind of prepare for this at this point, but he's still not completely. Obviously, as soon as he saw the race, he started getting his eBay. But actually, UpMagic able to catch it just in time. I'm sure there'll be some Goliaths coming out shortly. Oh, there's an armory going down too, so he's going both Goliaths and an eBay to deal with the race from UpMagic. UpMagic obviously sees all this. As he's attacking, he's scouting at the same time. There's something that is a constant. If you see something going on, like he sees the academy in the bottom left going down, so Scan's going to be coming in. So even if he gets cloak, it's only going to be useful for a certain amount of time. But still, it's just stuff to do. And tanks are, I should mention, are very good at taking out spider mines. You can see him taking out a couple now. And 4 wraiths out, so actually this is a pretty heavy wraith attack. And there again you see the tanks. 2 tanks apparently one-shot I guess 2-shot technically. One-shot a spider mine though, so if there's a clump of them, he's going to get hit, but if there's only 1 or 2, he's going to be okay. He's going to be able to take him out most likely. So now he's going to move that barracks back. Generally in TVT play, they use their barracks as scout, and the other person's barracks, he's kind of dumb for leaving it there because he knew that UpMagic had raised, and now he's going to lose that barracks. And believe it or not, that's a fairly big hit, because when the other player gets his expansion, if you kill the barracks before the expansion's up and running, he's going to have a long time until he can make his 3rd and 4th factories, whereas the other player is going to get him up significantly quicker because he has the tech tree already open. And now we're going to see some micro action from UpMagic as 5 SCVs and some Goliaths are trying to attack those tanks. And those SCVs are actually going to do a lot more damage than you would think, because they're just going to keep sitting on those tanks, and while those Goliaths keep attacking at the same time. So those Rays have to stay away from the Goliaths. The tanks should be attacking the Goliaths, and the Rays should be on the SCVs. But he's got to keep the Rays away, because the Goliaths are probably going to go after the Rays first, because they're better against air than they are against ground units. So now he's got a tank kind of in his ledge that he's going to siege up and stop him with, and it looks like that was enough to deter him. He may lose his barracks now to those Goliaths, which again is a big hit if he doesn't have. I can't remember if he's already started. Well, there's his 2nd factory. I don't know if he started getting his 3rd and 4th one yet, though. Yeah, he's going to lose that barracks, and he's going to have to make a new one. And again, pros always on top of their supply. Never well, you may hear, but Normally, it's very rare to hear that, more supply depots needed, or please build more supply depots, or whatever that stupid message is from that lady that I hear way too often. And now we see that UpMagic is going to make that barracks because he's limited to the 2 factories now, but that's okay, because he just got the second expansion up and running. It looks like he's considering getting a 3rd expansion now in the top left. So he's going to build this barracks out, which is both going to act as a wall as well as a actual scout, so he's more range with his siege tanks. Basically, if the siege tanks don't have something in front of them, their range is limited by the fog of war. Their range actually exceeds fog of war for their own line of vision. So generally that's when you see players with the floating building, that's what they're doing. They're using that to extend their siege tank's range by getting rid of fog of war so they can actually see the units that they can attack. And there we see that barracks has got to cancel it, and now he's going to build it behind those tanks. And here we're seeing that UpMagic is actually contained, so he's probably going to have to do some SCV/tank push to get out of that, because turret contains